Alright, I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Roadtrek for you guys. I was going to start with the outside. Around the outside there are different exterior storage units. This one on the very far driver's side kind of pins up here with a cool latch. In here you have the power cord. You can plug this into a campground. We have an adapter so you can plug it into a regular outlet. And there's also an exterior shower on here, and if the water pump on the inside is on, you can use the exterior shower. These little latches you can just lift and stuff will just shut. The other exterior storage unit is on the driver's side, and it's a very long one right here. This one has a waterproof container here. There's a drain in the bottom. You can fill this with ice and use it as a cooler if you want. It has 150-pound capacity. This is your freshwater hose. I just kind of stored in here. I haven't really used this for anything yet. So this just kind of closes like a dresser. Clips. That closes. Oh yeah, if you need to dump the RV, the dumping hose is actually right here on the outside. This one straps with Velcro. There's a hose. You just pull the hose out. When you put it away, it just kind of feeds back in, kind of. It has a natural coil to it. You might not need to dump, but you also might need to. It's pretty simple. It's already connected to the vehicle. You take the hose out, you turn the valve on the inside. The nozzle itself has a valve that you turn to open it. Once the valve is open, you take the black handle and you pull it. This is the black water tank. This is the septic tank. Once the hose is in the ground, on the driver's side, you push this red button and hold it. That'll cause the pump to pump out all the stuff from the septic tank. Once the septic tank is emptied, you close it, and then you open the gray water tank. And the gray water tank is the sink and the drain and that sort of stuff. So you use the same button to pump out the gray tank after the black water tank so you can clean the hose out. It's very simple. It lasts a little bit if you use other bathrooms. You might not need to dump it, but it's not too big a deal if you do. So this you just slide it. So those are the main exterior functions, the power and that. And actually one more little thing. There's a lot of stuff on here. This cork right here is the fresh water intake. So with the, the white hose in there, you can use a hose from just like a campground and you can fill your tank. And I would recommend just drinking bottled water and just using the water in the van for dishes and stuff. So you can open the back of the van. There's still some stuff in here. If you guys want, I can include a couple camping chairs. I'm gonna take these floaties camping this weekend. Actually, I might need the camping chairs, so yeah, I don't think I have those available right now. We're actually taking our minivan camping this weekend. If you want to open both doors, which you might not need to do, you take this pin out, and then it allows you to fold the back down. But you should be able to pretty much deal with putting luggage back in here. Below is also kind of a cool little cabinet on each side. There's like these two underneath extra storage bins, which are kind of cool. Another exterior storage unit. I actually just went camping in here, so I have some garbage in there. I feel like that's a really good garbage container because it can get wet. So you don't really want to store stuff in the exterior because it can just get wet. So here's the outside of the Roadtrek. Let's go inside. Got that third seat right here. So immediately to my left is an instrument panel. And yeah, it's really hard to see right now, but this will turn on. You want to have, I'll have this on for you, but that's the battery disconnect switch. And basically when you turn that on, that activates everything in the back of the van. So, the refrigerator gets power, the water pump is able to turn on, and you're able to have water, and all the lights and stuff will turn on. You can also see the level of like the propane. I'll put a little more propane in there for you. There's the battery level. It's indicating how much power is in the two batteries for all the extra features. Freshwater tank, second freshwater tank. I usually just use one of them because they're pretty big. They're these 20-gallon tanks, and you can just fill it up if it empties. Plus, I mean, if you fill both of them, you can overflow the gray water tank because it has a capacity. So I tend to just use the first tank. The rear tank actually is in the back. I can show you where to fill that in a sec. But I just fill the front tank. Black water tank is the septic. Gray water tank is the sink. And I did empty the black water tank, but this indicator isn't perfect. But it should be good for you guys. It's like a 10-gallon reservoir, so it'll last a little bit. There's a cool patio light we used to play games at night on a picnic table, and it was totally bright. The power inverter, if you switch that on, it turns on the back outlets in the vehicle. I think when it's off, there's still some outlets like under the kitchen and stuff like that that are still powered, but not all of them work at once. Also, there's a water heater. This is a propane feature. So when you click that on, down under the sink, this 6-gallon water heater turns on and starts heating up all the water. So you can do that for dishes or a shower. I'll just turn that off for now. Water pump, that has to be on for the sink to work. Sink is powered. Also, when the water pump is on, the shower works. So here's the bathroom, one of the coolest features in the van. It's really good to be able to pee in the middle of the night. Here's the toilet. When the water pump is on, if you push this down a little bit, you actually can fill the reservoir a little bit. If you push it the rest of the way, it empties. And that's activated on the water pump switch, the same as that sink and the exterior shower. So yeah, simple mechanism. You can also use the shower if you pull up on that, and then the shower will shoot water. I've actually never done this before, but the shower curtain can pull all the way out into the aisle, and there's a drain in the floor. You can move the carpet, and under here you just move this and there's a drain. And as you can see, all of the cabinetry and all the chairs and everything are under a waterproof lip. So yeah, you're able to shower right in the hallway if you want to. The only downside to that is you can fill the gray water tank quickly. So it's not like unlimited water. The exterior shower, if you want to like hose off from swimming or something, is a good idea. So anyway, so we got the refrigerator here. The refrigerator feature will turn on if the power grid is on the van. So you have that on, everything will work. When you turn this on, it's powered by propane. So it's able to switch between 3 different types of power. It can do propane when the car is off. When you turn on the van, it'll start powering off the alternator. And when you plug it into the wall at a campground, it can go on the AC current. So it can do propane, AC, and DC current. You can turn it to whatever. Sometimes it's on 3, sometimes it's on 4. It takes about 10 hours to cool down, so I think I'll do it before you guys pick up the van, just so you can throw some sodas in there or something. It's a surprisingly roomy fridge. Above is the microwave. This can only be used if the generator is running or you're plugged into the wall, because it has such a high power draw. So you might not use the microwave, but if you do, you can start the generator over here, which is basically you hold this button until the engine primes, and then you hold the start button, and it starts up the motor. Oops, let me try that again. Sorry, it's out of focus. Prime that, hold this, it starts up. So when the generator is started, it's going to power more of the more powerful appliances, like the air conditioner can be used and the microwave can be used, both of which can be used if it's plugged into the wall anyway, and it's a lot quieter. So I mean, I don't use the generator that much because it's loud, but you can also jump the car. If you kill the battery with the generator by leaving it run for like 20 minutes, it'll power the front battery too. So yeah, there you go, the microwave has kicked on. So now you're able to use the microwave and the air conditioner off grid, which is kind of cool. So I'll just stop that. It uses the normal gas from the front too. Just hold that until it stops. Okay, we got the bathroom, the fridge, that. This is a normal propane stove that has a sparker, so you can just push down, turn it all the way over, spark it up. Sorry, there we go.